What is up, Dama nerds? We're back again with episode 24, 24, coming at you. I'm hyped to be here, talk about some shit, and as always, you know, I'm here with my homie MJ. What up, MJ?
Yes, what is up, Rod? Super stoked for episode 24. It's gonna be a good one. Back to just the two amigos, the dos amigos for this episode.
Yes, the two brothers.
Dude, we're going back to where it all started. Just two guys, two nerds, fucking nerding out about
That's right.
a nerdy-ass toy.
Hell yeah. And for me over here in Vancouver, it is Saturday, November 23rd at 9 a.m., the 12th year of Sander. What time you got over there, MJ? It's
I
late
am...
for you, is it not?
Yes, it is 1:57 Sunday.
Oh.
Japan time. JPT. So,
in the future,
but there's going to be a lot of people that are coming to the future very soon because Catch and Flow is coming up.
I will soon be coming back to the future.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Can't
yes.
wait.
It takes a toll on the body, but it is definitely good.
It does.
To make the travels all the way to Catch and Flow the biggest, undisputed Kendama World Championship of Freestyle?
The Freestyle World Kendama Championship.
It was like, so if you're the first ones to set it up and do it, you can pretty much just snag that title. Yo, this is the World Championship.
I mean, they were the first ones to do like a freestyle championships, exclusively freestyle like event.
Right.
And it's based in Japan, where kendama comes from, so it makes sense for it to be.
They just get a golden
the
ticket.
Place where, I guess. I mean,
so it's
since
like
they did it. I mean, if somebody else had done this and claimed the title first, I don't think they would have been able to. But since they were the first ones to do it, like you said, I think maybe that's
You got to be the first.
It's kind of like Sweets did they changed the MKO to the NAKO, the North American Kendama Open, you know?
Yeah.
So, but if we were, like, if Terra was to say, like, we're going to do the NAKO, like, before they did, then it would, you know, like, obviously our event isn't as big, but, like, it's still, I don't know, that's an interesting point. I wonder who does get that. If you just say it first, you get a golden ticket. Is that the way it works?
I definitely will. Yeah, it's totally who does it first, because the first is first, just like all the YouTubers like to comment, right? It's fucking first. All right, sweet.
First.
So the other thing, like you were mentioning, which I stupidly totally disregarded, was the fact that this toy was made in Japan. So that's the extra, like, okay, you got no more argument. This is the birthplace, so this is where the World Championships is going to be held. But
Makes sense.
But if you think about it, it's like the title and that tournament name can be the same, and that could be, okay, the World Championship. But like the Olympics, wouldn't it be cool if these like traveled around each year?
It would be cool. That's been like talked about before. I remember at World Cup a few years ago, there was some people who were really pushing. This is when like the boom was for kendama was really big in Hawaii, and there was some people pushing to have the World Cup in Hawaii.
Whoa.
So I remember someone even went so far as to say on the microphone at the after party of World Cup that next year they were going to try and have it in Hawaii. And I remember Tomotsu like standing there being like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yo, someone go tackle him, fucking chokehold that dude, sleeper, put him out now.
I never forget the look on his face, man. He was just like, "What are you saying? The fuck?" Like,
shit.
Oh man, like, and of course it's Tomotsu. He's not gonna get mad. He's like, he was just like, I think maybe not. Maybe we can. Yeah, sorry, wachoto. Yeah, we can talk about it. Maybe.
Yeah, because there's so much pull from Hatsukaichi.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
Well, that's kind of like we've talked about this before, where like something that I've always liked about the Kendama World Cup is that it's in that same place.
That's true.
You know, it's the pilgrimage to the birthplace. It's like if you're a yogi and you like yoga, you eventually probably want to go to India and go to Rishikesh, where the birthplace of yoga was, to learn yoga or like to do yoga, right? It's no different than Kendama and Hatsukaichi.
They're called yogis?
Yeah, a yogi is someone who practices yoga.
So what if you're a teacher of yoga?
Technically, a male is a yogi, and then a girl is a yogini.
Ooh, a yogini.
Yogini. Yogi. It's
Kind
like some
of-
Chevy Chase like golf jokes in there.
Kind of sounds like a type of pasta.
A type of pasta.
Yogini.
Wow.
But the
Some saucy
yogi,
pasta.
all I could think of is like, hey, boo boo, oh, give me some
Yogi Bear, yeah.
picnic
We're gonna get us some picnic baskets.
Yeah, Yogi, I don't think the ranger would like that.
So
Hell
what is a teacher of yoga?
You're still a yogi or a yogini. You're just someone who a teacher is like, I don't know. That's like a common misconception I think with yoga is that yoga is meant to like just express like to explore your body and to like feel your body, you know, and to like explore that connection between like your spirit and your body and like moving your breath into parts of your muscles and stuff like that. It's not about like, oh, I can put my leg over my head and fucking check me out. I'm a pretzel, you know, and like somebody teaching you how to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's a very common misconception about that whole thing, honestly.
Yeah. It's more about
it's all about your own practice and how you feel.
And
I
pouring
don't give a fuck. Like,
water through your nose and just letting it drain.
that is a yogic practice. Honestly, it's the neti pot. You
The
remember-
neti
you know
pot, that's what it's called, yeah.
that it's in Sanskrit. It's a neti sutra is what they call it. A sutra is like a cleansing thing. There's all sorts of different ones, like cleaning your nostrils, like cleaning your like esophagus, cleaning your stomach. I've done some crazy shit in yoga school, man. Where we like there was one. The hardest one I ever did was where you had to drink a bunch of like it was salt water, like warm salt water. And you just drink as much as you can, basically. And there was a set of postures you had to do that helps to, like, push the water down through your system.
Whoa.
And you just keep drinking it until you literally start shitting out water. And so you're just spewing water out and, like, you're cleansing your whole insides. Like, and you just keep doing it and, like, keep doing it until the water starts coming out clear. And then you have to spend, like, a day resting and shit because you clean, like, the stomach lining out from your stomach. And you have to give it a chance to rebuild that like mucus membrane that protects your stomach from your stomach acid. So you can actually like really hurt yourself doing it if you don't do it properly. It's a really intense thing.
This water's coming out of your asshole?
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. It was an experience.
So is everyone naked? In like tubs?
I mean, no, you don't have to be naked to do it. Like we just did it in a class setting.
Yo.
So like there was like all the people who were together like every day doing. This was in yoga school. Like I was there for a month doing it every day, and this was just one thing we had gone through.
Wait, you must.
The practice is called Shankaprakshalana.
It's called
I'm pretty sure if I'm not mispronouncing.
shitty what?
Shankaprakshalana or something like that. It's very similar to that. I can't remember exactly. I think that's what it is though.
Amazing. Like this is like. It's a whole new level of yoga stuff. I think a lot of people
that's like there's other
didn't know
ones
about.
too, man. Like there's other ones, man. There was another one I tried I couldn't do. That was
Hold on, like you had to have
there's so
cleansed the body before releasing all those fluids out of your ass because the first
well, the fluid
shits-
is what's cleansing the body.
But the first shits that come out of everyone must
I
be
see what
the
you're
worst.
saying. Yeah.
That first blast is the worst
Well,
blast.
dude, it's uncomfortable at first. Yeah, you don't like. I've never done that before. You know, you're all of a sudden you're just like, man, I'm so full, and you're like doing like jumping jack kind of things and like all sorts of things to like press this water down into your stomach further, and then like eventually you're just like, wow, I gotta run to the bathroom like right now, and then yeah, it's
Oh
it's
wait,
a weird
so
thing,
you run
man.
to the bathroom?
Yeah, you don't just shit in the yoga studio.
Totally
Come on, buddy.
envisioning everyone
Come
just
on,
like
buddy.
in this huge, like I don't know, like a butcher's room or like a
Yeah.
cooking area where there's drains
it
in the
would be-
floors.
Man, I hope it's not a cooking area if you're doing that shit. A butcher's room would be more likely, though. Fuck, somebody be getting slaughtered if there's shit all over the place like that.
Oh man. Oh man. But I would like to try the neti pot thing because my nose is always fucked up. My sinuses, I always feel
the neti
clogged.
pot thing is pretty cool, actually. I've always enjoyed it. There's another one too that's like jalanar neti, which is like you put a string up your nose and then it comes out of your mouth and you kind of like floss your insides a little bit.
Oh, people do that with snakes.
Yeah, Zawa does it with noodles. I've seen that motherfucker sniff noodles and kendama
cough.
string.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
video
yeah.
of him like, yeah, he's just coughing like a motherfucker, just pulling
Yeah.
a string out of his fucking mouth. It's
Oh
that guy's an animal.
God.
Yo, it's a little update since I brought up Zawa. Last episode we talked about my butt tattoo.
Yes,
And
yes.
shit. So I've been trolling him real hard with like photos of other butt tattoos.
No way.
So like I took a picture of Eric's ass because Eric has a tattoo on his ass that literally says your name with a heart
Oh man.
kind of thing.
Nice.
So I hit him up and I was like, Zawa, I got a very special tattoo for you. I got your name on my ass, and he was just like, I don't think he even said anything. I sent him Eric's picture, and then he did the classic, just like Shineo, like just hurry up and die kind of shit, you know. So then I was like, just kidding, that's Eric's ass. Then I sent him another one, and then another one. There was like a Simpsons one of like the comic book dude, and it's like worst tattoo ever, like in a word blurb.
Nice.
And then there was another one I sent him was like this really crazy one of this dude that it was a naked dude that had his whole back and like into a butt piece, and he's got a snake on his shoulders, and it's a fucking picture. It's hilarious. I sent him that one, and then he asked me a question of like when I was coming to Japan, and that was my answer. I sent him that. And then I sent him one that just says "shit happens" in like a weird font, and I knew that he would love that one. So that one he was just like, "Oh, really nice," and I left it kind of at that. So I think he thinks that's what I got.
Yeah,
was the "shit happens" ones.
Or I mean, with all the pictures you're sending me, he was just probably like, he's just fucking with me. Like, there's no tattoo. These all aren't him. It's not
exactly.
Rod.
So he still has no fucking idea that I have a tattoo of him on my ass.
So you're gonna show it to him like in person, right? You're not gonna send him a picture.
Yes, I'm scheming on getting a video of his reaction. Is what I'm doing. Because I already told Koda and Tomotsu, I was talking to them about some stuff because we're going to Okinawa before Catch and Flow and whatnot, and so I had to tell Koda because it's coming up in Dama Nerds, and I know he listens to it. So I wanted to see his reaction. Was part of why I wanted to talk to him about it, right?
well, now so Koda's gonna be the fucking cameraman.
Yeah, now he's gonna be the cameraman. Exactly. Yeah. But so I showed him and Tomotsu like over video chat. It was really funny. Tomotsu was just like, "What? What? That's Zawa?" So funny.
Oh god.
So yeah, that's coming along nicely. It's gonna be a good little video. I'll definitely upload that video to the Nerds page once I get it.
Oh yeah. Nerds Instagram. That's gonna be a good one, and it's coming up.
It's coming up because, like I said, Catch and Flow is coming up. I'm coming back to the fucking future. It's gonna be good.
There's I think there's only been a few people who have announced themselves as going, or at least from the companies. Chrome has released their roster.
Chrome's, the regular squad's kind of coming,
right?
For Chrome, I don't think I saw. I remember it was like Bonds, Fish, Rolf. Torquil,
Albert
is Marcus. Albert's coming, and
I believe Marcus.
I don't think Marcus is coming. I wish he was, but I don't think so.
Of course, all the JP Chromies.
Yeah, all those guys, of course, got to be there. Like Yua and Journey and Sho.
Right. Yeah. Easy, of course.
Those guys. On EG, yeah. Well, EG's on the pro team. He's in on that shit for sure.
Right. Yeah, but other than that. Who else? I wonder.
I've been talking to people, so I know of a few people who are coming, but I don't know if they announced them or not.
Ooh, they want to keep
I know the Soul Squad's rolling kind of deep.
Oh yeah.
I know the GT Squad's not rolling as deep as usual, but they're still pretty deep.
Yeah.
Sweet Squad is coming deep. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'll be there. Misu
USA
will be there.
going weak. They've been weak the past
Kusa,
few years.
I'm not sure who from Kusa is gonna be there, to be honest. Wyatt flew himself out last year, I remember.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Just like I'm flying myself out this year.
Yeah. Of course there'll be, Nobu's going to be flying up from Hiroshima.
Yeah, Nobu will be there. Definitely.
And
I wonder who else will be going.
Be joining, I'm sure. Unless he has school duties. Dewey.
Oh, Rui, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Rui better be there.
Yeah.
He's world champ. He's got no excuses.
Right. I know Sue Lab Squad's being there. Takuya.
Oh, yeah.
Mochi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a few things coming up with this Japan stuff. So, like I mentioned that I'm going to Okinawa before Catch and Flow with the Go Squad.
Yeah.
Go do some events. Like, we did that about 8 months ago or something like that when I was living in Japan. We went to Okinawa, and I had such a blast. There's so many people there that, like, I had never met before. There's a huge kendama scene in Okinawa.
Whoa,
in the
really?
whole Japan tour, I think Okinawa was the biggest of all the events that we did.
No shit.
There was like 150, like 200 people came out, man. It was crazy.
Whoa. Do you think maybe it's like just events don't happen so often there, so when it does, like, yo, come out?
It might be, but I don't know. Like, there is some people who do a lot of stuff there. Like, there's like an after school there that like this one homie like works at, and there's just like a wall of damas, and all the kids are always there playing dama and stuff, and like they do the kente, and it's really cool.
Wow. As well as it's
Mm-hmm.
tiny. It's only like I think 2 hours to drive from one side to the other.
Yeah, it's not very big at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I get to go do the Okinawa stuff, and then come back up to Tokyo,
Feel the
and
cold.
come to Catch and Flow again. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good. And then after Catch and Flow, we got the Sulab anniversary event happening as usual. The day after Catch and Flow.
Yeah.
We get to come hang out with you.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I've a bit of some parties to family affairs to go to during the day, so I'll be rolling in towards the night of that.
Oh.
But I'll be there just when it gets good,
Oh yeah.
right? When everyone starts
Just when it
to
gets
dance like insane and just be like, "Whoa, you guys are nuts! You guys are going off." But it's good because the competition's over and it is the time to go nuts.
Hell yeah, it is.
Totally,
And there's no better place to go nuts than the Sulab.
right? Just go.
Sue loves just feeding me those giant fucking glasses that are like the size of my torso, full of like ginger highball. He loves feeding
so
me those.
gross. Oh man, yeah.
I don't know why he loves it. I think he enjoys feeding them to me more than I enjoy drinking it, I think.
But you take it.
Oh, I don't say no to free booze, buddy.
Yeah, so that's definitely gonna be a good.
That's
job.
the dangerous statement. I'm gonna amend that real quick. I usually don't say no to free booze. 'Cause
Right.
I don't want somebody to hold me
Hey,
to that in some state. You know.
all you ladies, don't try some shit with Rod when you.
Oh, that's not where I was
Hey.
going with that. But yeah, let's get that out there too. Easy, ladies. No, I'm just
Easy,
kidding.
easy. Another thing that's happening
Easy.
is before that, actually tomorrow, or I should say today, because it's 2 a.m. of Sunday here. Sunday today. What? And how many hours? I'm horrible with math. At like 11 o'clock.
Oh,
All girls
so in like 9
Kendama
hours.
Open is going down in Tokyo. I will be attending that. I'm thinking.
yeah.
Yuka asked me to do some judging, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I need to do a little more research. I have a few hours, so I gotta fucking
Yeah, 9
Okay.
exactly, buddy.
9 hours to get the tricks in my brain. But it's not. I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna have a
You
little
should be all right.
list. It's not like fucking poor Koda's ass for Kendama World Cup.
Yeah, you don't have to memorize 120 tricks. That's for sure.
Oh my
yeah.
god! In like
And the number for
the
them. and shit. Yeah,
numbers,
that's,
yes.
Yeah, no, you should be all right, buddy.
He's like Rain Man when he's getting prepped
Yeah,
for that
it's-
shit.
It's like like From a Beautiful Mind, fucking Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Coda's just in the shed with all the trick videos like up on a screen. Coda, what are you doing? I'm studying, man.
Yeah. It's so intense. So yeah, so it shouldn't be that bad. But it's interesting because this is the first time it's going to be held outside. In the past, it's always been inside venues. I think the very first one was, I think technically this is the fourth one. I was gonna say the third. This is the fourth one because the first one, I think, was no, not I think. It was in Osaka.
Yeah,
And Misu won it. I remember that.
Mhm.
And this was probably like
I
what,
remember that.
2014? Shit, no. Maybe, yeah.
I
But
mean,
I-
if this is the fourth one,
Right,
then
right. And-
2015, right?
Yeah, so I don't think there was a US version of this. I could be totally wrong, just forgetting about it. But then after that is when they did like the tour, which was pretty sweet. And Haley started off in the US and then came to Tokyo.
Yeah.
And this happened in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did the event here, and then Yuka and Haley flew to Taiwan to hang out with Jijan, and they did the
I remember
event
that.
there.
Yeah, they did the 3.
That was fucking awesome.
That's really cool. Hell yeah.
And then last year, at least for the Japanese side of the All Girls Kendama Open, it happened right after Catch and Flow. Day after?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Right,
it
you were
was
there.
the
I
day
didn't go to that
after.
one.
It was the day after because it was also the day after Catch and Flow is always the Sulab birthday party.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
That was the year where like we were trying to go to Sulab, but we couldn't because the all girls event was happening, and so
Right,
it was
right.
a whole kerfuffle of things. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
so.
So that happened then. Now so the past 2 years were in the same venue, and we talked about it. I forgot when. What was that episode, like episode 4? when you talked about the venue and
20
how it's
episodes
like
ago, buddy.
the tiny ass doorway to the stage, and how there's like the hangout room with like the drinks, the bar, and the merch, but then like you had to go through this one fucking tunnel.
That one
Funnel.
doorway, it was it was a little tiny fucking doorway, and then there were so many people that everybody couldn't fit in that room. So there was people standing in the other room, all crowding around that doorway, trying to peek their fucking head in to see what's going on, and it was crazy.
Perfect place for a zombie apocalypse if you have enough ammo and some guns, because like just aim at the door.
Yeah.
They're just gonna come
buddy,
through
it's
that door.
It's that fucking. What is that from that movie, The 300, where they got, we don't have the numbers, so we bring them to the corridor. We fight them one-on-one.
Yes. The corridor. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So then
that's the tactic.
So then this year it's going to be outside, which is pretty cool. It's going to be cold.
Hopefully not too cold.
Exactly. The weather has been getting fucking chilly the past week here in Japan. Like, it just like tables were just turned around so hard. Everyone's like, "Oh shit! Time to take out your winter coats, guys." Today it was raining.
Even during the day, It's like cold.
Yeah. Getting windy and stuff. And up until just a few days ago, like I was contacting Yuka, like, "Yo, like the weather says it's gonna be raining. Is it gonna be canceled? Let me know when that's decided or not." And so just Saturday, the day before, by 4 p.m. the venue, because they do like a bunch of like events in this open area. It's connected to like a restaurant, and they do a bunch of like flea market kind of stuff.
Is this that spot that has like shipping containers all in it and stuff, where they've had it in the past?
They haven't had it in the past there though,
or they had a different event there. Maybe I remember seeing videos and pictures of this place.
Ken Hole has an event every month. They join. And
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
They're a part of it, yeah. So they're using that space, and super plus for me because it's closer to where I'm living instead of heading in more towards Tokyo. But not a problem still. But yeah, outside weather. But they're gonna be going down, so that's good. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of fucking jacket I'm gonna wear because I don't know how cold it's gonna be.
Yeah, gotta bring an extra, buddy.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to be psyched because I'm going to be the only one with a silk premium string, and my fingers aren't going to be burning. My hand ain't going to be burning from those hand rolls.
No, because that string will be too stuck on your bass cup trying to do J-sticks. You'll never it'll just be right there, buddy. It's a tripping hazard, that string.
Tripping hazard. Caution.
It should come in caution colors.
They should come with a little caution sticker on the fucking packs.
They're fat enough you can write it on the fucking string.
But stoked for that. It happened. It already passed. I think what, like 2 weeks ago or more? No, or maybe 2 weeks ago in the States.
Yeah, the American one just happened. I think it was this past weekend.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah.
Really? It feels like
maybe the weekend before.
It's a long time ago.
You might be right. It could be 2 weeks ago. I don't know, to be honest. I've been busy working a lot trying to get money together for this Japan trip, so I've been in the shop making damas and stuff. And
exactly.
Working,
oh, dude. Hell's yeah, dude. You've been cranking out some gnarly looking Kens.
Yeah, thanks, man. I've been on the grind. I've made a bunch.
I've told you already, but like that fucking oak is so good looking. Like I like Zebrano.
Yeah, oak is cool.
Oak is like one that people don't look at so much, but I'm like, oh man, that's so nice. I think because they use it a lot in furniture too.
Yeah, it's a good wood, man. It's nice and solid too. As far as like kendama woods go, like oak is really nice. The only thing is that it's like so hard that it's a little bit on the brittle side, so it does chip sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But it's really good wood though.
Right? I like it. Looks good. Nice aesthetic.
She's a solid one. Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
man,
it's classic looking.
So nutty. But I know that a lot of people have been like confused with like Roddamas and like Terra Kendamas. They're like, who's who? Yeah. Like, are you the same company? Like,
yeah. Well, you'll be happy to know that I just filmed a little video that should be out soon, just talking about like my hand turns and stuff like that. Like we made one talking about the prefects when we announced those.
Oh yes.
If you guys saw that, it was just me in the shop just talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing, except for instead of prefects in front of me, I got my damas in front of me and just talking about it.
Nice.
And so, Yeah,
clearing.
just to clarify,
Yep.
Damas are made by Rod, yours truly.
Yes.
They're not my pro models. They're my creations that I make to sell and shit.
Yeah.
And I do not make Terra Kendamas. Terra Kendamas are all made by Smith, all the handmade ones.
Ooh, right. So there you go. So it's almost like Terra is your kind of place to sell, your store.
Essentially,
Where
I mean, I
people
use
can
the Terra
get-
shop.
Yeah.
Like we use all the same tools and the same wood stash and all that stuff, right? So like,
Right.
it all comes from the same place. It's just I'm making it rather than Smith. I mean, that being said, like I help out with the Terra stuff. Like some of the
Yes,
original
yes.
pro models, like the ones where it's just me, Eric, and Rice's pro models.
Yes.
The custom laminate ones.
Yeah.
Those ones, fucking me and Smith spent days like chopping all that wood and gluing up by hand. And I prepared all the blanks and got them nice and square to send off to the factory to turn them and stuff. And
Right.
those were a lot of work. That was some stuff that I did that was Terra, but I didn't turn them though. So
Right,
usually
right.
if it's something that's turned by me, it has my name on it. And that's
Ooh.
how you decipher them, basically.
There you go. And also you have the nice that nice rod seal, little sticker, little
Yeah.
signature.
Yeah, we got not a laser cutter, sorry, but like a vinyl cutter
Yes.
in the shop now. So you can hook it up
Oh,
to the
nice.
computer and just chop whatever stickers we want. So we tried these out, and I didn't like it at first, honestly. I thought it was like kind of weird, and once I started putting it on there, though, it just looks so clean and like way nicer than my shitty fucking hand burned, because like all the
Okay.
wood grain is like always different. So like when
Yes,
you're
yes.
trying to burn like from ash to maple to
Yeah,
purple heart, like
yeah.
it's just always different. I'd always fuck it up, and there's nothing worse than like making a nice Dama and then I
Oh,
like go
shit.
to write my fucking stupid little name on it to make it,
3
like,
fucking
mine, and I'd,
letters.
like, yeah, and then it just like gets caught on the grain, and then there's a big dot in the R, and it looks like a child wrote it. And I'm like, okay, sick, yeah. Somebody buy this really expensive handmade Dama, you fucking asshole, Rod.
Don't worry
What the
about the
hell,
chicken
man?
scratch on the fucking bottom.
Yeah, don't worry about the 3-year-old's handwriting. I promise you, I'm older than 3. No child labor was used in the making of these kendamas. Fuck.
Oh man. So how many do you turn in one day, or how much prep? Because well, like you were saying,
I mean,
you got to cut pieces, and then you got to
Yeah.
glue them together.
it all depends on the design, the day, like if I'm working there for like 3 hours, 8 hours, whatever, like it depends. So on average, lately I've been doing like in an 8-hour day, I'll turn probably 2
Ooh.
or 3. It depends, like, because there's different stages, right? So it depends
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to glue things first, if I have to cut things, if I just have to turn things, if I'm going to turn and then drill all the holes and put it all together afterwards.
Yeah.
And then like do all the finishing and set it up to like actually like take pictures of it and stuff. It all depends on like what part of the process I'm doing, like where I'm at in it, basically.
Yeah.
But on average, I think a kendama takes me somewhere between 4 and 5 hours on average to turn, like from start to finish.
Right.
Somewhere around 4 or 5 hours, I would say.
Wow. Would you consider that fast? Or
Faster than it used to be, that's for damn sure. But like nowadays, I've figured out how to like streamline it a little bit, like instead of
yeah.
like because if you're doing a lot of custom laminate stuff, I'm not trying to make like a laminate Ken and then cut small pieces to make a laminate Cerado.
Right, right.
I'll try and make all one big piece.
Yeah.
And then turn it all at the same time. I can turn the Cerado, chop that off, and then turn the Ken while it's still all on the lathe, and then it's
Yeah.
like boom, boom, done, kind of thing. Otherwise, I have to like I said, chop all these pieces independently, and then glue them all together, make sure they're nice and straight. With the smaller ones, it's harder, and then I have to like find the center of each one, mount them on the lathe, round them out, put them in
Oh,
the chuck,
man.
and like all these. So many little steps that are involved in like putting a piece on the lathe that if I only have to do it once, it just takes out a lot of steps. You know what I mean?
Right.
And kind of just adds like some efficiency to the process, I suppose.
It's for me looking at it, and I think a lot of people when looking at those small like 1 point that you do with like just on where the bird stalls area is, like you just have a different type of wood like just on that spot. Like that seems so fucking tedious to do, and there's probably so much measuring that you have to do when it's in when it's just in a fucking block before you carve it out.
I definitely have to have some imagination about it and like figure out like what's gonna happen with this piece, right? So like For example, like you're talking about like the bird spots. I just turned one the other day that you probably saw that was all Zebrano with like some maple on it and a Purple Heart stripe in the Ken, and then on the Cerado is all Zebrano with 2 little Purple Heart spots on top of where the birds would perch on either side. And that was of course purposefully done because I just love the way that looks, and it's like a little bird spotter. And like I talk about like naming all my Kens and stuff. So like one thing with that is I just look up like famous bird watchers and shit like that and name them after those people. It's so funny.
Man, so like really no one's gonna have no idea what that is.
No, there was one that there was like Howard Medhurst, I think was the name. And he was like one of the first people to like make, what was the term? It's not bird watching, it's a term, like a weird term that they use for someone. It's not only bird watching, but collects like either pictures or like a checklist of like a species of birds.
What?
It's, it's driving me nuts. I can't remember it.
Oh man.
It's like, I'm just going to look it up while we're talking about it.
I was about to say, just look it up. What was the guy's name?
Basically, it's about like keeping a list of all of these like a goal is basically of goal species that you want to see. Okay. The term is twitch. So it's a twitcher. And that's what they call it. And so this guy, Howard Medhurst, who I named the one Ken that I made after, was actually the person I don't think he coined the twitch term, but they coined it after him because he was real twitchy about like getting the birds and shit, and it was like a weird thing.
Oh man!
So that's where that came from, and that's why that first Ken I made with the paddock bird spot, it was all like ash and walnut laminate, and then it had a paddock like bird spot. That one was called Howard Medhurst, and that's why, it's because it had the original twitcher fucking watching those birds.
The original twitcher. Nothing to do with video games.
Not this time. A lot of the time it is, but not this time.
He was just a weirdo that liked birds.
Yep. Shout out Howard.
Howard. Is he dead?
I don't even know if he's still alive.
We don't know.
I have no idea.
This guy's from like the fucking 1970s or something.
No, it's from the 50s. Maybe he's not alive.
50s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wouldn't the Purple Heart not be a good choice because isn't it so hard?
It's like slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. So like when designing a kendama, that's something to take into account, like looks versus playability. Like ideally, like you want some like ash or like something like raw with like some fatty grain right there to like grab the tama, right?
Yeah.
But like, so I used Purple Heart, but I also put a maple veneer underneath it. So there's like the Purple Heart spots, but there's like a white like circle around it separating it from the Zebrano. And there's just like something about the Zebrano to maple to Purple Heart combo that just like makes my heart happy. It just looks so fucking beautiful.
Yeah. I
couldn't put anything else. And I had this piece of Purple Heart that was like just perfect for that spot. It was just like, no, this is not happening. Like this has to happen. And the Ken had a Purple Heart stripe, so it was just like it's like the universe just giving me all these things, and I said no. It's like fucking basically saying fuck you to the universe at this point, which I'm not about to do.
That seems intense. So some of these like aren't thought out to the end. Sometimes it just happens with
a lot of the time. I just like
over.
I'll find like some wood that I like I'll just like go through the stack and I'll find some stuff and be like, oh, I haven't used this one or whatever, and like just kind of put them together and like, oh, maybe that would be cool. Maybe I should put a veneer between it or like things like that, and just kind of slap them together and throw them on the lathe and hope they turn out. I've had a couple recently where I didn't glue them perfectly straight, where like the pieces kind of slid a little bit. So instead of the blank being a nice square, it's kind of like a lopsided like trapezoidy kind of thing, and then that means that it doesn't, when I round it out, it doesn't stay as big as I wanted it to. So like I was saying, I'm trying to get the Cerado and the Ken out of the same piece, right? So I make the whole thing hopefully fat enough. Like the fattest part of the whole kendama is the big cup. Right? So the whole blank has to be big enough to make a big cup. But if I fuck up the lamination like I did on these couple that I was talking about, where it doesn't quite stay square, then it gets a little bit smaller when you finally get it rounded out and cut like down into it so that all the ridges are nice and flat and it's a round cylinder. It gets smaller, and now it's not big enough to have a big cup. So now I had to fucking chop that off and just make a Ken, and then glue up a different piece for a Cerado. And then use that other piece for something else. So
damn.
Yeah, so that's a thing I've fucked up a couple times recently, and it's like nobody would ever know except for me, But
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I fuck up too.
Yeah.
Everybody fucks up. It's the way she goes.
Right.
I would probably argue that I fuck up more so than most people, honestly. But I couldn't say that for sure, but it seems that way some days.
I mean, you're always learning. It's always a progress.
Yeah, but that's
thing,
wood
right?
turning. It's really easy to fucking take wood away, but you can't put it back. So you have to like really pay attention and like the whole measure twice, cut once mentality. Like just take your time. Don't go too fast, and I mean, you want to go like at a nice pace, but like not, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I cut like an inch too deep. Now
Right.
this whole piece that I just worked on for 4 hours is fucked.
Also, my finger's gone.
Yeah, there's also that. You gotta watch out for that. I sliced my fingernail. I don't know if you can see in the video, but I sliced my fingernail with an X-Acto knife, cutting some veneers. Like this is like a month ago.
Oh,
And it's like still growing out. You can still see on my finger a little bit where it cut. It's like across the nail.
Yeah.
Like it's actually split. Like if I put like pressure on it, like it actually opens up the little crack in my nail. It's kind of crazy. So like you got to pay attention. Like that was just me cutting a veneer. Like I wasn't even doing anything with a power tool or anything. So like I wasn't even paying attention. So
jeez, you got to be careful, dude. One of these
all you
days,
guys, girls working with tools, pay attention.
pay attention. Watch your fingers.
You only have so many fingers.
And put your hair back. Tie it back.
Yes, man.
you.
I wear like a hoodie and shit for me. Like I my hair does not come anywhere near power tools.
Oh my god.
I like my scalp where it is personally.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be the fucking worst. Holy shit. I remember at woodshop in high school, like hearing about the horror stories. And she's just being like, don't fuck around.
No, you don't fuck around with power tools, man. I was when I first got out of high school, I was a plumber for 4 years. And so I did like the schooling and everything, and I did a lot of like steel threaded pipe at one point.
Okay.
And I remember like if you've ever seen that, to thread a pipe, like to put a thread on the end of a 2-inch steel pipe is like a big machine that like you put this 21-foot length of pipe into, and that thing weighs like, about probably 80 to 100 pounds at least, I would guess. This 20-foot length of pipe, and it's grabbing this pipe and it spins it at like with such force that like it pushes it through a die set that like cuts little grooves into it so that you can thread it onto like a piece to fit them together and make gas lines and make water lines and stuff. So this machine has a pedal to spin the pipe, and then when you let go of it, it still does like probably a rotation as it slows down and stops.
Right.
But it has so much torque, like this thing will straight take your arm off.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember one day I was like, you use a lot of oil, of course, to cut it because it's steel. You have to use oil to cool it and to like, make it nice and smooth. So I had a rag and I'm wearing gloves, of course, and I'm wiping the excess oil off. As I let go of the pedal, my glove got caught on a burr on the pipe, and it just like I pulled my hand out of the glove as the glove went around the pipe. So like I almost like I could have like had my whole arm just like wrapped around this pipe.
Right.
And just like, broken how many. This is before I ever found kendama too, so like that could have happened. I could have been fucked, and I could have never even been able to play a kendama. Never mind get as like to where I'm at now with it, or even make them for that matter. Like who knows what could have happened.
You would have been You would have been one hell of a yogi if that happened.
I guess.
You would have gone full on yogi.
Yeah, man, that was a wake up call for me. Where it's like, not that I didn't know to like respect the machine, but like it's like a reminder. It's like, yo, like you respect the machine, but you fucking respect the machine at all times. Don't fucking let your guard down around them shits, because that's where you lose fucking limbs and stuff.
Ooh.
So that's the lesson from that story, boys and ghouls.
Right. Hopefully, you don't hear any stories from the terror shop.
God. No, hell no. I'm fucking, like I said, we're on it, buddy. So hopefully. I even have like a face shield I wear when I'm doing certain parts of the turning process and stuff. Because I think I've mentioned my fucking eye curse in the past. I swear to fuck, my eyeballs are magnets to fucking debris, whatever it may be.
Oh, no shit. I don't think we didn't talk about this.
I always get shit in my eyes, man. It fucking drives me bonkers. I swear to God, like in a past life, I was some form of like torturer or some shit, like gouging people's eyeballs out or something, and it's just my karma or something. Because like I'll wear safety glasses and shit, and I'll still like wood chips will come around the glasses and like straight into my eye, like often.
Homing missiles.
Often, like not once in a while. Like often this happens. So like when I'm doing like for example, like you put a square piece on the lathe, you have to like round it out. There's a lot of material to come off really quickly. So there's just wood chips just like, and it's really cool. It's maybe one of my favorite parts, honestly. But we have a face shield that I rock for that part specifically, plus another couple parts where I get my face really close.
Yeah.
But because I get so much shit in my eyes, like it's crazy.
Man, what about swimming goggles?
I've thought about that, man, but then I feel like you just wouldn't even see, you know? I'd be fucking cutting like fucking half an inch over to the left or something.
Or how about old like World War I timey aviator?
Oh, like the aviator goggles.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. I could maybe find a pair of those.
It would look a lot cooler than swimming goggles.
Maybe I'd be turning a lot faster. Who knows?
Maybe. Man.
Put some efficiency in those turns.
So, yeah, everyone, be careful. Respect the tools that you work with. But a lot of new
safety first.
Yeah, totally. First. And then have fun.
Yeah.
But you're making damas all the time. Putting them out there. Mm-hmm. Everyone, if you're interested, go check out the Terra website. Roddama. Yes. We'll be looking out for that fucking that little video too. Documentary. Mm-hmm. How long is it? Like 30 minutes?
I don't know because it's not put together. It's not that long. It'll be like a 1 or 2 minute kind of thing. Like no one wants to fucking sit and listen to me talk about my own kendamas for 30 minutes. I don't.
You should have done like a day in the life of a kendama turner.
Yeah, just wake up, fucking scratching my balls, checking my phone. That's the first hour of the video. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, get Matt Ballard to come down, do like a fucking legit like.
Hell yeah, get like a 15-minute shot of the bathroom door while I'm in there.
Come on,
my morning
dude,
poop, you know?
Because he did the one with the Japanese dude making kendamas.
The kendama set, like the kendama ninja and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, but no, the one where the dude, I forgot. I don't know if he wasn't turning it. Yeah.
No, it was Imada-san where he like writes the.
He's writing
on
yes.
Mm-hmm. He was writing nebari.
Putting fucking
never give up.
Yes, the nebari. And just fucking putting the screws in the backside of the sarado.
Screwing that fucking sarado to the spike. Oh my god, dude. I've like thought of doing that before, but like I don't know. It's like it's not a bad idea. It just looks stupid, you know?
It does. And when you have to
like
take it off.
The other part of it, like something that I thought of that might, I don't know how much it adds. I've never weighed a screw, but the screw
weight
might add a little bit of lunar weight to it, you know? That's not going to help you with those Shin Fujis and shit he's doing it on, but like if you're doing it with the newer kendamas, it might help you out a little bit. I don't know.
It would.
It's like maybe the equivalent of like a butthole, you know, you're shifting the weight to a place where you'd rather have it for that balance, so it's not so like angular when it's sitting on there.
Yeah, I think so. I told you about how Kozarov did that, right? For like, what was that, World Cup 3 years ago?
Yeah, you were saying she like sunk screws like into the big cup kind of thing or something, right? Yeah. I've seen that. There's like that company, what is it, Lunar of the Day?
What is that?
There's like an Instagram, it's Lunar of the Day, and they like, I don't know if they make the kendamas or what, but they have like a butthole that literally like, it's like a hollow kendama it looks like.
What?
And they fucking put like screws in the fucking big cup and shit like that.
What the heck is this? Looking it up right now.
There you go, buddy.
Lunar of today. No, of the day. No, of today.
No, it's of today. Yeah, it's Japanese homies, so it's probably of today.
Oh, yes.
Not to assume that all Japanese people speak bad English. But sorry, that sounded worse than I intended.
But yeah, they're just screws, and they're just putting them into different types of kendamas. Oh, but these look like their own kendamas. What?
Yeah, and their logo is
my god, that
right?
fucking booty hole is disgusting.
I wasn't kidding, buddy. You could fit a fucking banana in there.
Gaping. That is so... Yeah, it's a tooth. Man. That is ridiculous. I don't know about that.
Yeah, they look interesting.
Interesting to look at.
So there's like a little proof of concept for the whole screw in your big cup kind of thing.
Screw in the big cup. It might have, some good benefits. But that fucking booty hole. God.
I mean, like, it has benefits for a lunar, but, like, if you were to take a kendama like that and try a gunslinger trick, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, like, even, like, a tap trick probably wouldn't tap the same because it's so hollow in the butt that it would just be like a... instead of like
right.
a solid, like, you know what I mean?
That's such a fucking waste.
So that's another thing. Like I was talking about like the balance between like the looks or like the playability when I'm designing a kendama.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing too, is like where's the line drawn between like lunar ability, sling ability, like, you know, like how big is do you want like a fatty bevel? But like if you have like a really big bevel, then it's like too big to sit on like the ring stall, for example, you know? Like, so which one in that case, do you make the rings like way bigger?
Or,
like there's
sharper.
all these little things, you know, like to think about when you're designing that kind of stuff.
And it seems like I wonder how easy it is. Is it easy for the companies now to do that when they ask Hondui to make a new kendama and they're like giving them the different sizes for everything to fix that compared to you just doing it?
Well, it's interesting with a company like Honrui because when I do something, like I know that I have a good piece of wood. You know what I mean? So if I have a good piece of wood, I know that when I turn it, like it's most likely going to be solid, and I can kind of guess that it's going to be like it's not going to be a light piece and if it is, I can feel that kind of thing, you know?
Ooh.
Whereas with Honrui, they're just grabbing wood and hucking it on the machine. They're not thinking about like, oh, I'm going to take the heavy stuff and I'm going to put it with the heavy stuff. They're not even thinking that far. Never mind like making the Ceratos out of the heavy stuff or vice versa or whatever. So like it's just, and that's just the nature of like mass production. Like they're just not going to go that deep into it. And if they did, it would cost more and it would defeat the purpose anyways.
Exactly.
So that's the beauties of working with the Chinese factories, I guess.
So it seems right. So it's like no matter how much, because everyone, there's a lot of people who complain about getting damas that aren't best for this, or oh man, like everyone's saying the Stod mod was good, but for lunars it's like not the greatest.
Yeah, well,
blah blah blah.
But again, that's just like it's just the way it's designed, and like, you know, like the Stod mod has a fat butt on it, so it's not going to be a super loony Dama.
Yeah,
not that it doesn't do it, but it's really good for if you're doing Stod kind of tricks, like multiple taps and juggles and shit. Like, of course, it's fucking solid for it.
Right, which I think is like really cool because like that's, I mean, maybe kind of cool, maybe not, maybe kind of cool. It's like you're getting something that is made for that player. In this case, like, right, Stod made it for him. Even the past Stod mod, it was to you know, to help him elevate his play or to help him in his play style. So that doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone because maybe everyone doesn't play like that. Another example recent of is Easy's Chrome mod, the headshot, where he didn't have the booty hole. His was the only one that didn't have the booty hole. Why? Because he likes to do the cork spin on his pinky.
Yeah, he did the same thing with the previous pro models too. He's never had a butthole in his pro models.
Yes. And then
it's the same thing with the Terra stuff. Like Eric has always had no butthole in his too.
Oh,
the rest of us do, but the Eric mod doesn't.
He's scared of butts?
Scared of butts, that Rick. No.
Scared of buttholes.
I think he just doesn't find it necessary for his playstyle. It's like we were talking about.
Yeah,
so I found like an interesting like analogy with this kind of stuff is like if you're trying to design like a pro model for yourself or something like that, or even just a kendama in general, you can look at it as if like imagine like in a video game, like for example like SSX, like a snowboarding video game.
Tricky.
Right?
Yeah.
You can get like tricky. You can get the boards, like one board is designed for like the tricks, one board is designed for races.
Yes.
Or you can get the all-around board, right?
Yes.
So there's like these three ways to kind of approach it where like if I want to go this direction, like whether it's far left, far right, or if I want to try and encompass all of that into one solid idea.
Yeah.
So like it kind of depends on the player, depends on what they're trying to do, depends on all these things, right?
So do you think that sucks for the people buying it? Because if they're not in the know, then it's like they're kind of shit out of luck. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to support this pro, though, so I bought their mod, but actually I don't like the way it plays. I should have bought in the cheaper, like, standard model.
See, I would almost argue that if you're buying a certain pro's mod, there's a good chance that at least have like some respect for that person and like
Yeah.
admire them or take some inspiration from them, right?
Right.
So there's a good
Okay,
chance
okay,
that you're gonna like look at their play style and what they're doing with this exact same Dama, and you're gonna try and recreate it in your own way,
Yeah.
based off of that, just because you're inspired by this person,
Yeah.
right? So that's maybe not necessarily the case. Like you're saying, like some people just buy mods because they like them and stuff like that.
Right, right,
And
right.
you like the design. Like for example, like the new Cooper Eddie mod just dropped.
Yes.
You know, and it's like glow in the dark paint. He made a sick video for
Yeah,
it, all
yeah.
that shit. But it's also the same shape as like the C. Fraser mod or the Nick mod, like the boost shape. You know, it's
Right,
all the
right,
same
right.
shape. So you know what it's gonna play like already.
So
and
that's-
it is like a pretty all around thing. It's
Right.
like
So in like a business perspective, like that's the good way to go, because you know this is what everyone likes, and you get some feedback. You know that if you're gonna change a shape, that's kind of a risky thing.
I mean, it is and it isn't, because if you're trying to change a shape, that means you're like expanding. You're doing something new, probably, right?
Right. Which people in kendama are looking for, right?
Yeah. So you're like you're trying to push the boundaries a little bit. Hopefully, you're not just doing the same old shape. You know, you're doing
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah.
Or at least something new to you. And like I feel like just like the new shit, people are stoked on. Like you're like, oh, they made a new thing. Like I gotta see this. I want to check it out. That doesn't necessarily mean that just because you drop something new that people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But like if you do a good job and put like some work into it, then yeah, people will be stoked on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And try it out.
It's
Oh.
yeah. So it is interesting, like a way to look at it. Like, do you want to appease like the masses and try and make everybody happy, or do you want to just do what you think this is aiming for and just like be more like pinpoint,
Right,
like more
right.
specific kind of thing,
Very personal.
and like appeal to maybe like less people, but those people appreciate it maybe more so than if you're just trying to appease everyone and only getting a little bit of
Right.
like only checking a little bit of everyone's list,
Right.
rather than like having less people but like hitting every box on that list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I wonder if it would be weird to have a pro mod in a different shape. Like here's like example the like the legend mod. Example, like you'd have his envisioned like with the laminate pieces, kendama.
Yeah.
And then there would be like the prime version.
I see what you're saying.
Where it's
Well,
like-
they did kind of do that, but they had
Did
like
they?
the prime version of their pro mod, like the old pro mods.
Oh yes.
They
yes,
had like
yeah.
the pro mods that they were making. That was when they had the 5 rings on the spike,
Yes.
like above the Cerado.
Yes.
And they made the prime version, which I think also had that. But
Yeah.
that's like that was like more so the paint that was different.
Right.
But that isn't. You're talking about like different shapes for different pros. Like look at the GT team, like the Nick mod versus the Ben
Totally.
mod versus the Einetter mod. Like
Yeah,
all
huge
those
difference.
are very different kendamas.
Right.
And it's because they're all designed by the individual pros. You know.
Right.
It's not the same as Kendama USA where you have either the shift or the slim shape, or as
Yeah,
Terra where we
yeah.
all have the prefect shape. It's
Right.
they actually took the time to individualize their pro models.
Yeah.
Which is like what we were just talking about. It's that more niche thing. It's very GT.
Yeah.
You know,
True,
GT
true,
is
true,
very,
yes.
very niche. They have their vision, like they have their like thing that they are very good at, and they fucking do it, and they do it well.
Right.
So yeah, shout out GT for putting in the work and making dope shit as always.
Right. Having it stand out, not just be the average stuff, but also the average, like, you know, simple is best.
Usually, yeah. I mean, simplicity. There's a lot to be said with simplicity. You know,
Yeah.
I've always found it interesting. Like we're talking about designing kendamas and stuff, so I keep coming back to this. But when I make kendamas, like sometimes I'll have like a very intricate design in my head of something, and I'll like try it, and it's like kind of cool, and people are stoked on it. But then I have like a very simple like something that I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make this real quick because it's simple and it'll be cool. Like people
Yeah.
will be stoked on it, kind of. And people go crazy over this like simple thing, and I'm like,
Right.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Like I thought this one was like what the I put way more work into this one rather
Yes,
than like this.
yes.
You know, but the simplicity
Totally.
like almost like without fail wins every time, you know? It's like
Right?
people just there's something about the like simplicity with like a couple minor details
Right.
rather than going crazy and throwing everything into one design.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like having the
It's
fucking
interesting.
It's like the poppy seed bagel versus the everything bagel or the plain.
Exactly.
It's like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an everything bagel kind of guy. I'm about it. But I'm
there's-
also not your average guy, I guess.
right? Yeah. Because there's definitely people who go like on all different parts. Maybe try here, try from there, or just stick with one type the whole way through. But I guess
Yeah.
that's the beauty of different types of companies and different types of, I guess,
Yeah.
of everything, right? I'm just thinking of music right now,
Yeah, no, that's
right?
what I was gonna say, and that's why we're all able to like coexist together and do this because we're all kind of approaching it in our own way.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
otherwise it would just be everybody making the same thing and butting heads and competing with each other, which
Right.
wouldn't be anywhere near as fun or like good-hearted or anything. Like it would just be
Yeah.
weird.
Ooh.
So like now it's like it's dope because of that because everybody has their own input to give. Like here's a good example is have you seen Quill Kendama? This is a new company that the first I had heard or seen of them they came to the NAKO.
NAKO, yeah.
Yeah, and those guys are the homies, good dudes. They just love kendama and just started making some stuff, and they just dropped some new one that like has a really crazy shape to it. It has like a fat swoop on it, like the old school kendamas do, with like a really big fat
Yes.
like base cup ridge on it.
Huge, yes.
Yeah, and it looks interesting. Like I remember seeing some prototypes at NAKO and stuff, and so like that's a prime example of like them approaching it in a different way and like bringing their own thing. That dude also has like a laser like engraver that he uses. Like he was burning anything you want, any design into like the big cup, into like on the can, all sorts of stuff. That he's on some shit with that. That kind of stuff is really cool. I'm stoked to see what happens with that thing more.
So, like portable, like go anywhere laser cutting.
Yeah, we couldn't do it at the hotel at NAKO because it like makes smoke and shit. So like we couldn't do it inside.
Yeah.
So I wanted him to burn the big cup on my juggle setup because I usually mark the big cup because when I'm juggling, then I can see like where the big cup is without having to work too hard at it. It's kind of like a stripe on a Dama. But we didn't get a chance to do it. So next time I see him, we're gonna have to do it.
Next time, you're gonna have fucking like brand Zawa's girlfriends on your other butt cheek.
Man, if Zawa had a girlfriend, I would fucking, I don't know, that I've had this conversation with people. I wonder if he's ever had a girlfriend. I've never seen it.
Right, yeah, me neither. Oh man,
Never even seen him express interest in females, to be honest, other than like friends, of course. But like,
yeah.
I don't know. Zawa's a weird guy, man.
Zawa's a weird guy.
I wouldn't put anything past him. He could be anything. He could be gay. He could be asexual. Fuck, I don't know, man.
In love with himself or something. You gotta come out to meet him.
Yeah, you do. If you want to know about Zawa, there's no better way than to fucking see Zawa and have him flip you off in person.
Going back to Coop Mod. Well, congrats, Coop.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's going to be looking forward to all the other new pro mods that should be coming out soon, little by little, from Sweets.
I think so. Yeah.
It's happening. But
so it seems.
Like, okay, glow in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like.
So the edit, I want to say shout out for the edit because the edit was really fucking cool. And I remember him talking about making this edit when I was in Minnesota. He was starting to build that room. Like when I was like it was the day I was leaving, they were like marking out the area where they were going to build it and shit.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's cool to like see them actually like finish the project and like have seen like at the beginning when he was talking about it.
All
and,
right,
now
all right.
I get to see the vision come to life.
Yeah.
I really thought he did a really
set.
good job, and it was even better than how he like explained it to me at first anyways.
Yeah.
Like what I had thought based on what he had told me, like the way it came out was like a million times better than what I had even imagined.
Ooh.
It was sick.
Nice.
And it's got those Coop tricks in there. You know Coop's always got some funky new tricks.
Right, totally.
It's got those arm balance kind of tricks. Like maybe one of my favorite tricks in the edit was he does that pull up, like Ken grip, pull up the Dama to like arm balance, like in the ditch of his like elbow kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then from there throws the Ken to a lighthouse.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't balance it there, but as it hits the lighthouse, he drops it to that lighthouse. It's so fucking steez.
Ooh.
He has a couple tricks like that. You know Coop, he's got the funky shit. If you want to know, I'm not going to explain the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. But to go like it's flashy, it's cool that it's glow in the dark, but isn't that like the worst time to play kendama? Or will this now help it because it's glow in the dark, so you should be able to track it?
Mm-hmm. See, like I have a Dama that actually Uptown Joe is the guy that works for Sweets. He does all the painting stuff now. He used to do all the like handmade stuff that they would make, like the rolling pins, the Bilbos, all that stuff was all Joe. Shout out Joe. A couple years ago at the MKO, when I was leaving Minnesota, Joe was dropping me off at the airport, and he fucking snuck a Dama in my bag without even telling me that he had cut on every cup. There's like a line cut into like the big, small, and the base cup, and the tip of the spike, and the slip ring, and on the bevel, and inside the bevel and on the Tama, he had cut rings and inlaid glow-in-the-dark epoxy. So if you have to charge it up with a light to get it to really glow, like the Coop ones too. Like they charge those up with like one of those LED lights, and that's why they glow so bright in the video, right?
Yeah.
And it's like really sick because you can see all the spots and shit, but it's still really hard to play in the dark. Like it does not remedy that. Like there's just no getting around that.
Right.
At least in my experience, I still had issues. Like I wanted to make like an edit with it, and like because it's cool. Like all you would see is the Dama and shit, but it's hard to film. And it's like hard to do tricks even. I just moved my stuff into my house from storage, so I haven't even like got at stuff like that for a little while. But that's still on my mind to try and do some tricks with that, and at least make a couple tricks, if not an edit. But
I would assume you would need a pretty high def camera to film in such a dark area.
I think so, yeah.
And have it look
and like
crispy.
And a good room to do it in. Like my room has like windows and shit, so there's not a good place or time for me to have it like that dark.
Well, let's set it right now. You got to go to the Sweet Studio, and Coop is gonna help you film this fucking glow in the dark with. So you go with your Uptown Joe jam, and he goes in with his mod, and it's a glow in the dark edit.
Damn. I'm gonna have to go back to Minnesota. Let's do this, Coop. I'm down.
Yeah.
I love working with Coop. Let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
But glow in the dark, yeah. Because they had the plastic, like the catchy fucking LED lit kendamas, where it's like, I remember the Chromies bringing those to clubs and stuff here in Tokyo, and looks awesome just doing like spacewalk lines, like butterflies, just fucking spinning it around. But that's about it. Like, don't try to fucking spike that shit.
Getting that finisher's hard, buddy. They didn't. This is like, those were made with like the old school shapes in mind. So like that bevel is like that old school like Ozora bevel. It's not the reshape. It ain't no Sweets bevel. It's fucking
no way.
Those tiny little guys, buddy.
Yeah. Straight to hole. Zero bev.
Hell yeah. That being said, they are fun though, especially like when you're with a bunch of people that don't play Dama, like in a club setting like that. Yes. Everybody's like drunk and just there for a good time. It's like you're a fucking hero with one of those. People are, especially in Japan, people are like, "Whoa, sir, you spinning a Dama!" Like if you just fucking catch it on the big cup, you're a goddamn hero, buddy. You might as well be wearing a cape.
Yeah,
it's sick.
Seriously. So so interesting. I wonder how this thing would really go in a full night setting.
I'm interested too because it's the first like mass-produced like glow in the dark Tama, like, or kendama in general that I know of anyway.
Yeah,
you know, like that, like. So I'm interested to see like how this, like what people do with it. Like we're just talking about bringing these light up Damas to the club and stuff. Right. So I would imagine that if anybody's going to have one of these and it's going to go to that kind of setting, they're going to bring this Coop mod now.
Right.
You know? Right. So like I'm curious to see if there's any like new style of content that comes from this, if there's any new like, if he's inspiring people to do more shit along those lines, or like I'm just like, this is like a little butterfly flapping its wings, and now we're gonna watch the ripples. You know?
Yeah. Just go.
Always stoked to watch the ripples.
Ooh, man. I wonder what the other ones are gonna be. Like if imagine if all of them had a different type of like enhance your kind of sense theme.
Like one of them was like it had like better sound. One of them had better smell.
One was like a scratch and sniff type jam, and one was like edible.
I don't even know I don't even know how you would execute all of those, but that's a cool idea.
Right, and this is like the visual one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Man, the smell one would be weird.
The smell one. Flower Dama. You just get different types of like flowers or some shit on each cup. So when you land the Tama on the cup, it spritz out like a jet of different type of smelling air or something.
Oh.
That's something
each cup's like a
you
different,
could probably,
that's weird.
Dude, you could totally Dama that. If you get into like this booth that had these
Yeah.
different types of like spritzers that would shoot different types of air.
It's like, yeah, okay.
And then you had the Dama, and it was programmed to be like, all right, this cup in this combination, it would shoot out fucking like chocolate syrup right on your face. If you did
That's
this combo,
hilarious.
it's straight up like Indian curry.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's some next level shit.
broadening the horizons, bringing everyone into it. Yo, you want to
Man,
you want to smell some
that-
food? Yeah, play some
Yeah.
Kendama.
That just makes me think, like, have you ever seen, like, people play video games with weird shit like that? Where, like, for example, like, in Overwatch, there's a character named Anna that's, like, she's a sniper healer kind of thing, but one of her, like, famous, like, emote things is she has, like, a T, and so, like, she'll put you to sleep. She has a sleep dart, so you're stuck just sleeping on the ground.
Yeah.
And people, like, teabag you. They'll come over and, like, crouch on you, so they're dipping their nuts on, like, teabagging, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And so, but people do that shit. So I saw like a video of a guy who made like a setup where he's playing Overwatch with like a teacup. Like when he moves the teacup, it does certain moves and shit like that.
Okay.
So what if we used a Dama to do something like that?
Ooh.
So like,
play a
if
video
I
game?
catch Big Cup, it's like the sleep dart. If I fucking do Mochikame, they walk or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm playing like a fighting game, but I'm using the Dama. So it's basically what Dama was doing, but it's a much more involved version, and it's a different game. It's not based off Kendama at all. It's just using the Kendama to play a different game.
Yeah.
That could be interesting in the future.
Ooh.
I'm sure that'll happen at some point.
They'd have to do like a collab with Nintendo, or like what is it, like the Nintendo the Wii? No, what's the newest one? Not a Wii.
The Switch.
The Switch Labo.
Yeah, the Switch. Yeah, I mean that would be like that's a huge thing if they did a fucking Nintendo collab. Like people just do this on their own, like just DIY. shit, you know?
Yeah. Oh man.
But if they did a
Internet
Dama
nerds.
and Nintendo collab, that'd be huge for Kendama, honestly.
Huge.
I'm not gonna say that I think they would do super well.
They
in
would
that
no,
regard,
dude.
But
They
but
would
people
not.
would know about Kendama because of it. A lot of people would see it.
They would not. I mean, there's the whole like. I remember a few weeks ago, Zumadanke posted a video of Kodaman playing VR Kendama, and like I've like you've seen the VR Kendama a few times in like World Cup and shit, and he's playing it, and it's just like so fucking stupid. It is so unnecessary.
I love how much you hate it. I love it.
It's like I don't understand the point of it at all.
So when I've met, like I've hung out with the dude who designed the VR thing.
Yeah.
And what he wants to do, excuse me, what he wants to do with it is he wants to use it as like a teaching tool. So using things like the moon gravity that he has on it and stuff like that to slow things down that you wouldn't be able to do in real life, so that people who struggle with catching that first big cup can like really line it up and see the movement because it's a half-time kind of thing. And that he's not trying to get like Zumadanke or like pro players to get in there and do fucking cool like they're not going to have a VR Kendama competition anytime soon. You know what I mean? But he's trying to fucking use it as a tool to get kids more involved and get beginners more like easily like making it more accessible essentially through this tool is what he's trying to do.
Dude, no one has a VR set. Oh, there's people who have it, but the majority of people don't have it.
But he brings it to events. That's the thing. It's like you're right. Not many people have one.
And he brings it to events where everyone already has a Kendama in their fucking bag.
Yeah, not always. Like we did some events in like a shopping mall and shit where it was just like random people walking through.
Oh, okay.
And that was cool because there was a lot of like I couldn't believe like we had like all sorts of shit going on at this event. There was like the Ken Pa course, like the hopscotch kind of course where like we had like little slack rails and like you had to hold like a big cup and go through all this shit.
Yeah.
We had like I was doing performances, we had mini games, we had the VR guy, we had Dama. Everyone was all around the VR spot, man. The people loved it. They were all about it. It was crazy.
These people want to fucking sign out by plugging in.
Kids love that shit, man. You put it's like it's magic, you know?
Peace
like
out.
it's a screen. There's like
It's going back to what everyone, I think a lot of people were really stoked of Kendama for, bringing the youth like out of the virtual world.
I see where you're going with this.
And he's it's so cool. Get back in it. He's like a fucking he's a pusher, dude.
the VR pusher.
He's pushing the drugs back in. Come on, guys. It's good. Like I don't. Yeah. I guess
I
it's
can understand why
good
you'd be apprehensive
practice
about it
for
for
him.
sure. And in that sense, I'm also apprehensive because that is part of what makes kendama dope. The no batteries, the no screen,
Right.
just a fucking piece of wood and
Yeah.
a string.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it dope. Is it's so analog.
Right. I mean, like when all this shit is done, when the internet's gone, when no one's listening to Dama nerds anymore, watching fucking Netflix all day, wasting their life, and like real shit hits the fan, like we're all gonna be still holding on to our kendamas.
Hell yeah.
You know.
From my cold dead hands.
Fuck. On that
Hell yeah.
note, we've been jamming for a while. I think this is a
We have
good
been.
close to end to finish up episode 24.
Yes, yes.
It was good jam, bit of a rant, but we covered some good topics. We went here and there.
Yeah.
It was a good
yeah.
good jam skis, as the Sour Mash would say. Good jam skis.
Good jam skis.
Yeah.
Hells yeah. Hell yeah. And as always, you know, you guys gotta go check out the Dama Nerds Instagram. Go hit us up on
Totally.
the Patreon, on Kendertainment. Support not only the nerds, but MJ in his endeavors of the crazy Ken games, the Dama
Oh, yeah.
checks,
Oh, yeah.
all the madness that this guy gets going, shotgun interviews.
Shotgun interviews. I still have so many that I need to fucking edit that were from like Kendama World Cup.
Yeah, you had a backlog for a while. Your
Oh,
computer
so
was
much.
fucked.
So much. I just need to fucking push them out. And I'm gonna try to do a little vlogging tomorrow for the girls competition, the open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got my battery charged
Hell
with
yeah.
the camera. Should be good. But yeah, everyone, check it out. If you want to support, definitely do that. If you think that's a little too much for you, don't worry. Just fucking share this stuff on your
Yeah.
feed. Share with your other Dama
Tell your
homies
friends.
that don't know
Talk
about it yet.
the nerds.
Nerds unite. And
Hells
yeah. Should be good. Getting ready. Catch and Flow's coming up. Good things are happening. It's the end of the
Yeah, expect some
2019.
episodes from Catch and Flow.
Yes.
We're gonna be getting together because
Yes.
we'll both be in the same spot. It's a rare occasion, so we're gonna get
Exactly.
together. We're gonna do some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, get some funky guests going. We'll see who we can
Yeah.
snag into a room for an hour or two.
Yeah. Totally.
Hells yeah,
All right, man.
hells yeah. All right, and on that note,
Hells yeah.
the nerds are
Out.